All right, you good?
All right, in this short video here, I'm going to walk you through and show you how to write a 6-paragraph essay in about 30 minutes. The format I'm going to show you is appropriate to use for something like the ACT test, where you're given a prompt and you're given a set amount of time and you have to construct a complete essay. Now, the format I'm going to show you is going to use a 6-paragraph structure. That's not the only way you can do the essay. However, when we do it in our freshman comp and lit class, we're going to use this 6-paragraph structure because I want you to practice writing a rebuttal all on its own. Okay? All right, the writing test, this example right here, this will not be the same topic, obviously, that you've been given, but this will give you an idea of what the topic, what it's going to look like, how you're going to approach it. Okay, here's the writing test. Here's your directions. This test is designed to assess your writing skills. You'll have 30 minutes to plan and write an essay based on the prompt provided. Be sure to take a position on the issue and support your position using logical reasoning and relevant examples. When they talk about relevant examples, they mean ones that support your point, that are relevant to the real world. They can be real world examples from your life, from our society, anything that's going on in the world around us. Organize your ideas in a focused and logical way and use the English language to clearly and effectively express your position. What I'm going to try to teach you is how to organize this essay in a focused and logical way, because you've only got 30 minutes to plan it and to write it. So this has got to be something that becomes totally fluent for you. You understand exactly how you're going to approach it, and you can just go and write right from the get-go. All right, here's the prompt that the student's been given for this particular essay. Again, this is not your prompt. This is the sample prompt. Some people believe that television is a fantastic tool for communication and the transmission of important information. Others believe that it is a mind-numbing machine which robs human beings of their ability to create. In your opinion, is television more helpful or harmful? All right, so the writer of this essay had to respond to that prompt. Is television more helpful or harmful? Okay. In your essay, take a position on this question. You may write about either one of the 2 points of view given, or you may present a different point of view on this question. Use specific reasons and examples to support your position. Guys, this is probably one of the key things in this prompt. Use specific reasons and examples. And I'm going to try to show you that in the body paragraph, what we mean by specific. We don't want to use just a bunch of general, vague statements. We're going to try to pick up as vivid, real-world examples as we can possibly use. Okay, before we write this, here's the structure we're going to try to follow. You can see I've just drawn it over here on the edge of the paper. We've got the triangle, then we've got 4 rectangles, and then a triangle going down the other way. This triangle up top, we've talked about this in class. The triangle symbolizes this. You're starting off with a big idea or a broad idea, a big concept, and you're narrowing down to a point. The point of your paper is your thesis statement. So your thesis statement's the position you're taking. It's the point or the argument, the central argument of your paper. Now, we know from our first papers that we wrote, we never want to start off our essay with the thesis. Under no circumstances do we jump in and jump right into our position. So this person would never want to start the essay out, yes, television's more helpful or harmful. Under no circumstances. Instead, we're going to think of a big theme that we're going to connect to, then we're going to narrow to a thesis. All right, then these rectangles represent body 1, body 2, and body 3. 3 points in support of our thesis statement. So 3 arguments that we're going to make. This 4th paragraph is going to represent a rebuttal. Okay. When we talk about a rebuttal is giving a counter-argument to the other side. So if you're taking the position that television's helpful, the other side is going to say that it's harmful. For instance, the other side might say television is harmful because it stunts your imagination. Now, if you're arguing that television is helpful, you're going to have to address that argument in your rebuttal, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so when we talk about a rebuttal, it's going to be shooting down one argument from the other side. Then we're going to go to a simple summary conclusion. And you can see it's simply the mirror image of the opening. So it's the flip. So instead of starting big and narrowing to a point, we're doing the opposite. We're going to reiterate our thesis. We'll say it in different words. Then we'll hit our key points. We'll review our 3 key points. And then we're going to end on a big note, which I call a clincher. Okay? So when we look at that, that's the total structure that we're going to do. You guys are going to be amazed by how much you're going to get written in just a 30-minute time period, because we're going to structure it just like this. We have a clear plan as we're going into this. All right? Okay, so if I'm writing this, I got 30 minutes to write this essay. I don't want to take more than 2 or 3 minutes to organize my thoughts. So what I'm going to do right here, I'll always do this on the actual essay page right below the prompt. I do a really quick organizer. So in other words, in your opinion, is television more helpful or harmful? The first thing you're going to do really quickly is do your thesis. So I'm just going to quickly jot down my thesis. Now, I don't have to use complete sentences. I'll use complete sentences in my paper. But say my thesis is that it's going to be more harmful. I'm going to quickly write more harmful. All right? Right below that, I'm going to number 1, I'm going to number 2, and I'm going to number 3. And then I'm going to write OS. The OS symbolizes the other side's argument. So I've got to think of 3 quick arguments that I can use in order to support my opinion. For instance, I might start off and say, well, television's more harmful because it wastes time. Okay, that might be an argument that I make. And then I might say, okay, what else is another reason television's harmful? Okay, it wastes time. What else does it do? Okay, I'm going to say it fills your head with useless information. So fills your head. Notice I'm not using complete sentences. Just quickly jotting these down. My third point, okay, so I said it wastes time. I said it fills your head with useless info. What else might television do? Okay, I'm going to say it stunts your imagination. Okay, so I've got a thesis. My basic position is that television is more harmful. I have 3 points. Now I need to think of one argument the other side. Well, I could think if a person's going to argue that television's helpful, they're probably going to focus on information and the ability to communicate information. So the other side says TV communicates, transmits, I should maybe say. TV transmits information to the masses. When I say the masses, I mean just people in general. So that's my argument the other side. Okay? If you look, guys, just this part right here, that's what you want to do first. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is look at your prompt. Look at your particular topic. All right? The topic that your teacher has given you. All right? Take a position. Quickly jot down. Thesis, point 1, point 2, point 3, and one argument the other side. Okay? You have 3 minutes. This should take you about 3 minutes to do this. Starting now.